Alright guys, today I'm gonna be doing another video. This is about how to sell candy at school. So currently there's a lot of videos already about this at school, and on YouTube. Everyone's sharing it, they're getting a lot of views, so I decided I would make one because I'm doing the same thing in my high school. What I do is, I do a lot of stuff for health. I specialize in drinks, candies, snacks like Oreos, and chips. And I also have soda, but I don't want to take that out because it's pretty heavy. So what I do is, you gotta get a backpack, right? This is the backpack I go to every day with school, and I have to have these separate bags because you don't want to get caught with them. So what I got is two different duffel bags. Depending on what I have, I can leave one stocked with chips overnight, and I can bring one full of candy. So the next night I can just switch it without having to restock every day, and just keep switching back and forth. Because if you ever do get caught, you're gonna have to have a backup bag. Because the first thing they're gonna do is they're also gonna check your bag. And a lot of people saying this, but you gotta also know the plug. You can't have people snitch on you. If they're snitching on you, then they're not your loyal customers. So as you can see here, I'll open this box of Oreos for you guys real quick. There's 12 in here, alright? And I got this pack for only $4 at Smart and Final. So if I do the math, I sell each one for $1, I make $8 profit and $12 back. So that means only $4 of what I spent already got back, plus 8 more on top of that. Now, you guys probably don't trust me because I don't have much credibility. But I'm going to show you guys how money I made within like 2 months. And this is not all of it because I spent a lot of it already. Alright, let me get this out. I keep my money stacked in many different places. But I'm also working for a partner, and I'll get into that later on. What I do is I have one of these in case someone wanted to buy something. And I got change for them. So let's say they want to get one of these Sour Punch straws. And it's $1 that I'm selling it for. If they give me $20 and they want $19 back, or they buy two things, this and another one of these straws, I have to give them back $18. But for a different example that doesn't involve coins, that one, I can do chips. I do buy two get one free, and I get this pack for only about $6. So if I sell each one for 75 cents, that's $1.50 for three because it's buy two and get one free, right? But if they have a $5 bill, I gotta give them back $3.50. So I just go open my pouch in here, hand them the change. It's really easy and accessible. And I can just dump coins in here and count it later when I get home. Next, I have one of these really popular pencil bags back in middle school, but right now I'm in high school. So I don't see as many people using these, but it's really easy to hide in there. Just slide it open, and you have money inside. I'm going to show you guys real quick. This is some of the money I made. It's not a lot, but you know, it's a good amount for just selling candy. I don't have time to get an actual job. And I'm not old enough yet. So that's still pretty good for that. It works out well for me. And let me just show you guys a little bit more so you guys can trust me. In my wallet, I have a few 5s and 10s left here. You guys can see. Alright. Now back to the main topic. What I was going on to was that I had a partner. What me and my partner do is, I'm not going to like give out his name or anything. But what me and my partner do is we both sell the same stuff, but he specializes more in chips and soda, and I specialize more in the candy department and sort of stuff like that. So at my school, we have a locker, and people usually go to my locker to buy stuff instead of his, because his is like more low-key and mine's the more high-key one. So, yeah. What we do is when we both sell, we take our 2 stacks, like he has his own stack of his own, but at the end of our milestones, like we set a goal, every $75 is another milestone. So 75, 150, 220, 225, and 300. And on forward all the way up until however much we can make before the time ends. And then what we do after we hit each milestone is we combine our money into one stack. Let's say our first goal was 75, we would split like $30 each and then put $15 back into investment or restocking. That's actually a really good idea. For one, is that you're never going to go bankrupt. And number 2, you get paid and you also get to keep the money for buying more stuff. Alright, now you're wondering, how should I approach the customers? This is what I'm going to do. Sometimes you want to approach customers during your brunch or whatever you have for lunch. For me, I have brunch and then lunch once at least every day. And then I do it before school. During brunch, I have people come to my locker because those people, once you get like people knowing where your locker is, they're going to bring their friends in because their friends are going to ask, where'd you get that Sour Patch? Or where'd you get that Oreos? Or like, hey, how'd you get so much candy or chips the other day? They're going to want some because one day, even if they don't buy from you, they're going to be like hungry and they want something and they have nowhere to get it from. So they're going to know where to come to if you have a locker area. Because even if, let's say like you're in class or something like that, if your partner, my partner, he's around the area, and he already knows my locker combination, he can open it and do business for me, even when I'm not there. Whereas they have to find me or I have to find them. So that's better than walking around. But there is times you want to walk around school. That's when you're walking around the campus and people are already eating down, sitting at the tables. So what you gotta do is you gotta just walk around the main area. For us, it's like a big open court that everyone just sits in. No one really sits in the cafeteria because it's like not that big in there and the tables are pretty small. So yeah. So my backpack. You want to get a backpack with a similar design to mine. You can open the side pocket here for drinks on this side and on this side too. Then you have a front pocket, which is where I usually keep the bag of change. Here, I'm going to show you. So I got the change, and I'm just going to put it in here. Put it in there nice and tight. It'll fit if you have a decent sized backpack. I can just reach in there and get change out really easily and dump it in. In the middle pocket, I keep my books and folders, but I only have one folder because the classes I'm taking is one less than what I'm going to be doing next year. So I keep the candy inside this separate bag in here. I can reach in there. Oh, that's the wrong pocket. Wait, reach in there and just grab a candy out. Like that, I can find it really easily. If they want a Sour Patch straws, I can just reach in there, grab it for them. And that's pretty much it for that stuff. Also, this is the best part about this kind of backpack. On the side of it, in the very back, kind of by where the handle is, there's a zipper that's like pretty hidden. You can slide it down, and you can open it up. And that's where you can keep most of your schoolwork in there without people knowing that you have candy in there. So they're probably wondering why your backpack in the middle is so empty. It's like, they might think like you don't have any schoolwork. But honestly, it's just there for the candy, and they don't even know about it. Alright guys, now there's the last part. This is the most important part, okay? If you want to work with somebody, don't hire them. Make yourself equal level with them. Because if you hire them, let's say you have one of these Liptons, right? I bought this whole case for $5, came with 12. So that's $12, and then I get an extra $7 for what I spent. I'm gonna pay my employee about $1 a day, but it's the rate scaled. So like if they sell 5 items, they get $1, right? That's what I usually would do. But I thought about it, and that didn't really work out because if I sold 5, then I would only get $4 because if I gave him 1, then I would make it less, and he would make even less because he's only getting 4. And he thinks he's making more, but like it's really not because if this is 12 divided by 5, that's like 60 cents bottle that I bought it for. So I'm making technically 60 cents each bottle, I think. And it kind of works for this, but for other stuff, if I'm not making above 50 cents, paying them half of what they are supposed to do is not really liable. So yeah, that's the only reason I wouldn't do it for. And don't expect to make as much as other people you see online, because obviously their school, they have more recognition or more credibility to go to. They've been doing it for probably longer than you. So on your first few days, try to get a fundamental start. I would say ask your parents for like a loan of $20, or if you have $20 from your bank from Christmas or birthday money or New Year's, you just save $20 back up in case you ever go bankrupt. You have something to reinvest your money into, and you can always turn that into more. So I'm gonna tell you the story real quick, just to end it off. Me and my friend, we were in 7th grade / almost 8th grade when we started this, and he was already doing it before me, and I was like, if we would work together, I think we could make more money. So then he was in for it, and as soon as you know it, he told me that he started out asking his mom for $15. And eventually he paid his mom back $15 within like a week because he made 15 back. So what he did was he went down to his Walgreens and his like Safeway, and he was able to buy, the first item he bought was a Sour Patch, which I have here, but I know it's all already opened and I already sold all of it. So yeah, after he sold all that Sour Patch, he went on buying bread, chips, and soda. And then when I noticed him, he got recognition. I was like, hey, that guy's doing something pretty smart. I think I should join him, And at the time, I was like, what if I get caught? So, like, I was always having meetings with him. I met up with him and decided what to do to not get caught and what to do if we got caught. And that's really how you got started. We, set goals for ourselves, hanged out together more. So, the more, bonds you have, the more you can trust each other with the money. Because he trusts me with the money all the time. I carry it every time we get a new milestone. So if we're gonna divide it, I'm the one who's holding it until the next day we hit the milestone. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, because this is a very good way to make money if you don't have time for a job, or you just don't want to get a job because you're too young. Alright, thank you. Please like and subscribe.